Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 8 of Wallace's America playthrough here in Hearts of Iron 4: The New Order. So I just grabbed basically 3 campaigns that I didn't have in my external hard drive backup, quickly whipped them over. That was 65 gigs right there, so I don't think I'm going to use 65 gigs of space in a single stream, so we should be okay now. And let's carry on. We'll carry on! Anyway, where were we? Right, so we've done the Medicare thing, but I thought that we were gonna like have events or something to actually start building the bill or something. But it seems like we've got some people who are on our side anyway without us having even done anything. So right now, we've got. I'm gonna try to keep track of this. Let me get a piece of paper. All right, so we got the healthcare reform. I'm gonna call that HR. And Social Security expansion. We'll call that SS. So right now we've got before the focuses, let's see, 15 plus 5 is 20, plus 8 is 28, plus 9 is 37, and no Democrats are helping us. So we've got 37 who are on board with healthcare, and then Social Security, 16 plus 16 is 32, plus 8 is 40, 43. Yeah, 43 in favor of the SSS. The SSS, the SS, Wallace and the SS. That's what I'm naming the stream. So then we can try to convince some Democrats. That's going to get us pretty close, especially on the Social Security side. But I think we could wait. Now, let's see here. Segregated security. We will try to prevent certain folks from gaining as expensive Social Security. This will give us massive support from the Dixiecrats, but there is a very good chance that the legality of this will be put into question, and even attempting it could be harmful. Should the proposed Social Security Act pass, this may affect its chances of remaining popular outside of the South. I see. Interesting. I've heard about it, J-Dog. I'm going to check it out sometime, but as I mentioned in my community tab, oh gosh, I think it was only yesterday. Hard to believe it's only the 3rd day of January. I'm going to try to wrap. Right now, my goal is by the middle of the month to be finished with all the other stuff that I'm doing. And then I'm going to start like a powerful new series of things, like campaigns on the channel. That's the idea. To really just push us forward into 2021 in a big way. Okay, so let's go forward now. I can close this in the other monitor. Okay, great. So what was I gonna do here? Oh, yeah, we're gonna wait. So once we've segregated security, I don't know if I'm gonna go back and forth. Restrict coverage, northern adjacents, northern adjacents. We can try to court our northern far-right allies. Yeah, because they're not really helping us, especially on the social security side. We've only got 1 out of 24 of them who's actually helping me. Yeah. What's going on in the rest of the world? Who's running England? George Jellicoe. Yes, we are back, Nicholas. Indeed. Nothing's going to be going on in Russia for a little bit, because they're on that timer. Okay. Well, that autosave took a little bit long. Didn't like that. And we're not going to hit that unite, increase NPP unity until I see some sort of change here. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the things that I'm trying to wrap up, well, I've technically already finished up my Hearts of Iron 4: The New Order USA campaign. Not this one, the one that I'm doing pre-recorded. That's already done, so I just got to get it all uploaded. And then I'm also working on this campaign, which, of course, I'm doing through live streams. Then in Equestria at War, I'm doing a Gryphus campaign to restrict some coverage. And then there's also, what am I forgetting? My Gryphus campaign. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going on, basically. I'm calling about the social... So Henry Jackson is calling me. Mr. President, I'm calling you about the Social Security Act. Will you really force states to pay out different benefits according to the particular needs of communities? Do you take us for fools, Mr. President? We both know it's not only an invitation to segregate Social Security programs, it's practically a requirement too. Hey, Salted Awful. Asks us if I'm winning, son. Well, I hope so. We had a little stream issue earlier, a little hiccup, but we've restarted it. What I'm trying to do right now is we're trying to simultaneously pass a Medicare bill and a Social Security bill. But the idea is, the plan that I'm going for is that we're going to try to segregate these things. But it's also very tricky because there's effectively 5 different voting blocks within the Senate that I have to get on my side. Obviously, the Dixiecrat far right are behind me because I'm George frickin' Wallace. But the rest of it is a little bit tricky because different people have different problems with it. Oh, Shot Follow Drive is here too. Where does the Fur-Durgles fall under the Wallace rule? I'm afraid that's a hidden secret. The Fur-Durgles, that's deep in the code. You're not going to see it in a tooltip, and I probably have already said too much, you know, in front of the rest of the chat. Okay, so let's see. Anyway, we're going too far. I was hoping Social Security could be a subject we'd see eye to eye on, but the center wing is dead if we support this. I'm going to vote against this bill, and I will encourage my fellow senators to vote against it as well. Okay, so basically the NPPC just turned around on Social Security. They're probably going to do the same thing with healthcare reform. However, we did solidify the Dixiecrat far right, and it looks like we picked up a couple of Democrats and Republicans. So let me kind of... This is the most horseshoe theory bullshit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. George Wallace was in favor of healthcare reform. He was in favor of Social Security. He was in favor of healthcare. I've been talking about this for the last several streams. Everybody remembers him for the segregation stuff, but he was a populist. And what do populists do? They say they're going to give people things. So he wanted to get out of foreign entanglements so then we could spend that money here at home. For lack of a better word, George Wallace being in favor of Medicare is canon, so to speak. Anyway, let me do some math here real quick. Okay, so we got 28 plus 1, 29 plus 16. That's going to put us to 45. And then plus 3 is, wait, did I do that math right? 48. Okay, if I think I did the math right, we're up to 48 senators who are going to vote for Social Security right now. So we lost some of the center, but we gained among the RDs, so we're in a net positive so far. We're trending in the right direction. And I'm pretty sure the same thing is going to happen right now once we say we're going to restrict the coverage on Medicare. Yeah, because Byrd and Thurmond are against this. We will add clauses to the Medicare law exempting retirees who were previously domestic and agricultural laborers from coverage. As these professions are overwhelmingly black, this will dramatically reduce the number of black patients hospitals could conceivably see and also serve to keep those individuals in the cheap workforce. Thurmond is adamantly opposed to any social welfare programs that could threaten Southern domestic institutions and will take as many votes as he can from us if we don't placate him. We will limit coverage as to prevent some people from reaping its benefits. This isn't exactly subtle. Well, I was told last, well, I guess not technically last stream because that was earlier today, but the stream before, the 6th live stream we did on this, it's my understanding that as long as I keep 400 political power in my pocket, we should be able to get past, frickin' any impeachment trial that happens. Sure hope so. Well, that's why God made save files. I'm kidding, it was the Hearts of Iron 4 developers who did that. Not my Medicare. Okay, so next up, I think we're just going to keep alternating back and forth like this. So let's try to meet with the Northern MPP far-right leaders. Margaret Chase Smith, Spiro Agnew, explain its effects by getting the elderly to retire. We will show it will enable more youth to enter the workforce and make enough money to drive consumer spending. With our entire block behind us, passing the bill should be easy peasy. Okay. Yeah, because the northern far right are like neoconservatives as opposed to the segregationist Dixiecrat style of George Wallace. So if we can get the far right, yeah, like it said, it'd be easy peasy because right now we've only got 5 of the north far right who are in favor of our efforts because they don't like the idea of a welfare state. So they don't give a crap about segregation either way, I think, but it's the money. Hubert Humphrey is on the line. Hubert the Hump Humphrey. We need to have a conversation about the healthcare. You can't possibly expect us to back it. Oh, wait, no, this is the Hump speaking. Healthcare all should be a way to unite Americans, but your bill will have blacks dying in the streets of illnesses that a white hospital could have saved them from. Caesar! Okay. Besides the horror of letting our own people, our own citizens, suffer that mistreatment, do you really think that's going to calm racial tensions? I am convinced this healthcare plan will do more harm than good to the country, and I think we both know it will wreak havoc on the unity of the party. President, the center won't vote for it. We can't if we want to keep our support. So we're going to pass it without him. So yeah, same thing happened. We lost the center, but I think we picked up a couple of Republicans. So let's see. We got 14. Yeah, add the Republicans to the north far right. That's 14 plus 28. Okay, so what's that? 42? So we got a net 5. Because I got my little paper here, guys. That let me know if you want me to put it on the screen, guys. If you want me to make like an Excel sheet so we can kind of keep track of it here. But basically, we are doing good overall. Okay. So Caesar reveal. Yeah. Once my replacement smartphone comes in and I can take pictures again. Okay, so right now with Social Security, if we rallied the Democrats, we would lock this up. Is Caesar an abolitionist? I don't know, he's never told me that. So yeah, we could lock down Social Security where we are right now if we just spend the 95 political power to convince the Democrats. Now, in terms of rallying Dixie, we have the far right completely on our side right now, the Dixie ones anyway. So we're just going to deselect that, not even make it an option, which is good because that was going to cost a lot of political power if I had to go there. But see, this is why I'm not cutting deals using political power yet, because I knew that by taking some of these other... Oh, Puyi died. Who gives a crap? What a boring man in an important position in all timelines. So anyway... Yeah, that's why I wanted to do all these first before we started cutting deals and then getting ready for Congress and stuff. Okay. There's a northerner far-right National Progressive Party and a southerner far-right National Progressive Party. President Wallace is at the helm of the southern wing. Margaret Chase Smith is the political scion of the northerner and far-right National Political Party. Okay... Let's see, so they're discussing the intricacies of the bill. Wallace grinned and shook Smith's hand. North and South, working together for the good of the nation. That's what I like to hear. United as one, nobody will break this bill. So let's get an update. Update on the healthcare reform. Are you freaking kidding me? Or maybe it just hasn't set in yet. Maybe we have to wait till midnight, but it looks the same. Anyway, more. Let's see. You want healthcare? You get healthcare. So basically we're just expanding it a lot. Our budget will take a hit, and the northern far-right bloc will cry foul, but by God will the voters love it. This bill will build the momentum we need going to the next election. So this is key. This is basically why I'm doing the side focuses. If the Medicare Act passes, this will massively help our population nationwide. This will massively increase the cost to maintain medical benefits. That's fine, though, because we have a huge surplus right now, so we could definitely afford that. Both in terms of GDP compared to debt, but also we have our liquid reserves. Where is my liquid reserves thing? No, the economy tab, right. Yeah, we've got like $100 billion in liquid reserves alone. Also, let's cut down on military spending. That'll help increase it even more. Yeah, I could almost entirely pay off this country's debt with just our liquid reserves. George Wallace, budget balancer. Yeah. Can Smith become president? Yes, I believe so. I, off the top of my head, don't remember how, though. Maybe I did it in my pre-recorded campaign. State secret, state secret. Someone should make a mod that makes Puyi interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Like Puyi being able to take power in the CCP, they did let him live. Yeah, there you go. Actually, he is kind of interesting in Kaiserreich. You know, the MPP likes me spending more. Well, yeah, that's what it said. So me spending more. Okay, what basically it's saying is that we are going to. I forget. There's so many things all in the decision tab. So we're gonna basically lose some of our. Wait, no, this is a healthcare reform. Yeah. So right now, here's the thing. Only 5 of the northern far right are in favor of this bill anyway. So if we lose it, it kind of almost doesn't matter because it's not as if they were huge anyway. Salted off. I'll take my liquid reserve on the rocks. How's that? Oh man, is it time for the Conquering History Games musical? I'm trying to think of some parody lyrics for a certain song because the On the Rocks thing. Not the Neil Diamond one. Not the you know, love on the rocks. It's a bitch, baby. It's a goddamn bitch. The other one, the Sarah Bareilles one. Did I have that in my top 500 albums? Yeah, but Sarah Bareilles, also for those of you who don't know, she's the one who, what was her big song that was friggin' everywhere? Brave? Yeah, that's fine. She has other really good stuff, though. Hold on a sec. Time to spend! Everyone's getting a pension. You ain't losing your house. Wallace is your friend in Washington, and here's there to bail you out of a jam. We're going to offer incredibly generous entitlement payouts in my Social Security bill. The business-minded far-right leaders in the North will balk, but this strong bill will win us so many votes they can eat crow. So essentially, neither of these things is actually helping us get support directly, I think. But it's if we do pass the bill, which I think we're going to, we'll get more rewards from it, basically. Oh, shot follow drives got Cowboys jokes, huh? Let's see. Cowboy fans like people who like Cowboy Bebop. What? Seamus Finnegan says, I recommend killing your debts. We can do that later. We'll be okay. Or if I'm going to kill them, we'll kill it all at once. Should we lower civilian spending? No. I like the political power gain too much. George Wallace is into MMT. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. If your debt goes high enough, it goes back to 0. Guys, I said this a million times, but if there's one lesson that 2020 taught us is if you run out of money, just print more money. It's that freaking simple. Salted Awful is happy when CHG is sad. Yep, I was out delivering today, and then there was a great... It was as if a million Cowboy fans, if there's even a million of us left anymore, cried out, and then were suddenly silenced by Andrew Dalton throwing an interception. He hasn't seen... Yeah, I have seen Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, of course I have, Noob Man. Anyway, what do we got here? The dance partner. Here in Stonewall Inn, the dance... Okay, yeah, this is the Stonewall, New York thing. I'm skipping over this stuff for the live stream, but don't worry, I go into it in my pre-recorded series. But it basically just talks about the Stonewall and the mafia and stuff in New York, and if it's the gay region, essentially. You all ever tried MMT? Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, modern monetary theory. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we are, working on the spend. So let's figure out what's going to happen next. So we got asses for allies here, where we can try to get some of the Democrats in on us, and then encouraging the elephants is where we're going to try to get the Republicans in. I don't anticipate we're going to be able to get the Republicans on our side, though, because right now the head of the party is Lyndon Johnson, and he's not going to stand for segregation, so ain't gonna happen. No point in running a budget surplus. Go spend that money, Wallace. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. In the meantime, rev up those money printers. Actually, no, we don't even have to. There's no need to rev up the money printers because we're not in debt. Visit with short notice. So Margaret Smith is pissed. With the rates you're planning, people can get by on unemployment unindefinitely. There'll be no incentive to work. And then we'll have to pay for it all. There's no room for largesse on the scale, not within our current budgets. That means tax hikes. Big ones. The voters won't stand for that. Hell, your whole wing of the party won't stand for it. I don't know if even I can, in good faith, vote for the bill as it stands. Sorry to hear it, Margaret. Okay, so let's start doing Encourage the Elephants. I don't think this is going to go well, but we're going to try. Because Johnson is in favor of Medicare and Medicaid, but, like, well, because, you know, the Great Society in real life, but he's not going to stand for the segregation, I'm willing to bet. Anyway, okay, so let's get an update on our vote count. I feel like a congressional whip right now. Okay, so right now in terms of healthcare reform, it looks like things have just stagnated. We still have the 28 plus 14, so we're still at 42. For the Social Security expansion, what have we got here? 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 16, that's 27. So 27 plus 28, we're at 49? Wait, hold on. Math is hard. I've been dealing with numbers all day, people. Hold on. 28 plus 8 is 36. Plus 3 is 39. Yep, I did this wrong. Math wrong. Plus 3 is 39. Then 49 plus 6 is 55. Oh, so, yeah, we've got it. We've got it. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Social Security is locked down. Okay, play Caramel Dancing. Sorry, but I would get demonetized pretty fast for that copyrighted song. The White House is in a roar today. There's a bull charging through it, pushing aside any attempts to stop him. Unfortunately, that bull goes by the name Lyndon B. Johnson. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry. Let me move my face cam. I'll just move it over here in the corner. Still wearing a mask, still living in the Triple C. Okay. But thank you for mentioning that, Zaloga. I didn't think about it. You expect me to support your racist piece of shit bill with some sweet talk about the common man? Bless your soul, you've got a lot of nerve pushing this now. Come on now, Caesar, what in the fuck are you doing? Get down! He's playing with some. Anyway. So, come on now, Johnson. When the MPP passes this bill, it's gonna look really bad for you RD folk. The party that voted to kill Medicare splashed across every paper. What do you think about that? Do you really want your legacy serving this great country to be tarnished by you being a stubborn hooligan? Johnson at that moment has had enough. In a fit of rage, he stopped in his tracks, leaving the White House, and turned to meet Wallace eye to eye. Yes, now piss off, Mr. President. I've got a country to salvage from racist assholes like you. As soon as Johnson exited the White House with a slam of the door, Wallace sighed. Whatever that man was about to do wouldn't be good for the survival of the bill. He really lives up to his name, huh? Caesar for president. No, I don't want him to get stabbed. Alright, asses for allies time. So that was a disaster. I'm sure that we lost all... Okay, let's look beforehand. Yep. Zero. A big fat goose egg of Republican senators supporting me. I knew that was going to happen. Why did I fucking do that? Asses for allies. Across the aisle are closest counterparts of the Democratic wing of the RDs. We could reach out to Goldwater, although the Buckleyite Yankee will be a tough fella to convince. We could reach out to Bobby Kennedy and his more progressive Democrats. He despises us for our stance on the civil rights issue, but he's always been a friend of the working man. We're honestly surprised he hasn't defected to the center block by now. That's funny for reasons I can't discuss. Anyway, LBJ was a savage. Well, you know, he was a Texan. My favorite LBJ... Oh, there's a million great LBJ stories, but there was a quote. I forgot what senator said it, but it was... Lyndon B. Johnson was the 11th most interesting man I ever met in my life. And that's how you become senator from Texas. Well, at least back then. Now you get boring people like Cornyn, which I'm not discussing his policies. I'm talking about his ads now, where it's like, vote for John Cornyn. Because he's thoughtful. Actual ads that ran last year. Thoughtful. Oh, yeah. Put that on a fucking bumper sticker. Really inspires people. Okay, so there's no point in rallying Dixie. I think we're going to need to start... Let's see what's going to happen here, but... I think that healthcare is going to fail, guys. I think we screwed up. Why? Why did I try to approach Johnson? It wasn't going to work. Surprised he didn't smack me across the head with his Johnson. Even if I was the president. So, let's say theoretically we got every Democrat on our side in terms of healthcare reform. That would take us to 41 votes without counting the northern far right. So with the north far right, if we kept them all, that gets us to 46. Damn. I really need these both to pass so we can sweep the 68 election. Roll back the save. I actually might. Shit. Well, let's just see what happens with the asses for allies. So then we're going to be finally done with all of the side focuses. So now I can start to, figure out what things I want to take. I wish there was something where I could spend political power to try to get, like, some of the center or the Republicans and stuff in there. Here we go. Kissing ass congressional style. Oh, shit. Don't crash. Did you guys see that? Okay. Yep. There you go, Salted Awful. Yeah, LBJ's LBJ. LBJ's large, big Johnson. Okay, so... Social Security has generally widespread appeal from both branches of the MPP. A few wavering no's will almost certainly kill any chance we have to help the good people of our country. As such, the next best strategy is to appeal to our rivals across the aisle. Perhaps some negotiations with major figures in the RDs will push our bill to victory. Wallace's advisors have thus called a meeting and discussed the intricacies of gathering RD support. All men in the room agree that a very large majority of Republicans will vote to sink the bill given the specifics of it, so any negotiations with them are hopeless. As such, any hope of bipartisan support lies with the Democrats. However, the room is largely divided on which branch of the Democrats to attempt appeasing. Half the room would like to approach the largely conservative Senator Barry Goldwater. The FR-NPP shares some aspects of social policies with Goldwater, and this can be used as leverage to garner support from the rather large share of mainstream Democrats, assuming that Goldwater supports our proposal. However, Goldwater is very staunchly right-wing economically and may shoot down any idea of Social Security in its entirety. The other half of the room suggests reaching out to RFK, the brother of the late President Kennedy. While RFK's progressive Democrats are a smaller caucus than Goldwater's, RFK will surely listen closely to our proposal, given his social democratic leanings, and is more likely to bring his caucus behind him. However, this also means he will oppose any overt segregationist clauses in our bill. The final decision after this discussion rests with the president. Oh, we definitely got to go with Goldwater after that. Just the embarrassment with LBJ that just happened. But hold on, this is in case I want to make a guide later. So we're gonna do Wallace. Which one is the one we're talking about? Is it the Social Security? Yeah, SS. Negotiations with Dems. Okay. Did RFK switch parties? No, he's a Democrat. He's a Democrat here. So that's separate but equal nonsense. Yeah. Okay, hell or high Goldwater. Oh, isn't that a fun wordplay? Okay, we can start getting things ready for Congress. This will disable all further negotiation focuses for this act. Both sides. Okay, so if we're gonna do it, now's the time. Let's give it a couple of days to get an event or something with the Democrats. Hell or high Goldwater. Today, President Wallace is to meet with Senator Goldwater to discuss gathering Democratic support for Wallace's Social Security bill proposal. Goldwater is likely a man with presidential ambitions, and as such is likely to play hardball. With this in mind, Wallace inhales calmly and enters the room in which Goldwater is waiting for him in the White House. Okay, there's a lot of text here, which we're just going to skip, because I just want to see what happens if we're going to have to reload. The bill, okay, the bill is socialism. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not going to support a communist bill written by a communist himself. Good luck, President Wallace. Yes, President George Wallace, renowned communist. You know what? I don't know much about Goldwater. It's my understanding that he was Reagan before Reagan, and if he had run 8 years later, he would have been huge. But he just, every time I hear about him, he just seems like the biggest fucking jackass. Like, he's just so annoying. It's the best defense we have against communism. So, yeah, nobody joined. Nobody joined at all. Okay, let's spend the political power to get some Democrats, but it's just not going to happen with healthcare. We've only got 38 votes now. We're plummeting. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to reload. Incidentally, for the record, I only do these reloads during live streams, as you all know. I don't do these during my pre-recorded things. Yeah, so let's go back to August. Shit, what? That was... It's my own fault. I knew that was stupid. I knew LBJ wasn't going to go for it. Let me try to find some Goldwater stories in my little presidential campaign book. Remember we were going over here before? Where's the thing? There's like a Barry Goldwater thing here somewhere. Oh, here's a funny Goldwater story, which again, it just sounds like he's a jackass. Midlash. Okay, this part is called Midlash. Both Goldwater and Miller referred to vice presidential candidate Humphrey by his full name, with special sarcastic emphasis on his middle name, Horatio, so often that Humphrey finally exclaimed, "Senator Goldwater thinks he has found a real issue in my middle name. In the spirit of charity, however, I must warn him. The hidden middle name vote, all those youngsters blessed by loving parents with a middle name they chose to convert to an initial, may rise against him. He should be aware of the midlash." And that is an example of Hubert the Hump Humphrey's amazing brand of humor. Okay. Oh, jeez, we're so far back. Okay, it's okay, guys. We're just going to kill a lot of time here. Economy tab. Let's get that military spending down. And then besides that... What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Yeah, so we just kind of have to go through this again. So I'll tell, unless somebody wants me to do something else, I'll keep telling funny campaign stories from like 64 and 68. Let's see here. Oh, here's another. Yeah, I'm just going to try to find funny stories that bash Goldwater because I'm pissed at him now. This story's called Improbable. Long before the campaign ended, the Seattle Post-Intelligencer declared, "It may be that Barry Goldwater will be elected. It may also be that Chase National will go broke, that Governor Wallace will get an honorary degree from Tuskegee, and that Mickey Spillane will win the Nobel Prize for Literature." Yeah. Suck it, Goldwater. Let's see. What are some other bashing Goldwater jokes? Dick Tuck got into it again. No. Did everybody hear the story about Goldwater and the poll about his sanity? You guys know what I'm talking about? Well, you know what? I'm going to tell the story again anyway. So this story is called Psychopolitics. Goldwater's sanity, like Bryan's in 1896 and Theodore Roosevelt's in 1912, was partisanly called in question. Hold on, restrict coverage. Unpause. The magazine Fact polled 12,356 psychiatrists on the question, quote, "Is Barry Goldwater psychologically fit to be president of the United States?" Unquote. Only 2,417 replied. 1,189 said no, 657 said yes, and 571 said they didn't know enough about it to answer. Both the American Psychiatric Association and the American Medical Association dismissed Fact's poll as yellow journalism and criticized the editor for trying to pass off the personal political opinions of psychiatrics as therapeutic expertise. Damn, Seamus Finnegan, you just went real hard on Goldwater, didn't you? Let's see here. Barry Goldwater is not fit. And then just flex, yeah. Dude, the guy doesn't even lift. How could he possibly be fit? Alright, let's see here. Who else could we pick on? Let's pick on some other 1960s politicians. Let's take a look at the 1968 election. Let's see. McCarthy, Hubert the Half-Bee, the complete delegate. This proves that psychiatrics just hate Goldwater. Yeah. Okay, Northern adjacents. In your guts, you know he's nuts. I think you just wrote my second, yeah, if Goldwater runs against me, I think you just wrote the freaking tagline for the campaign. We're going to put that on hats, Salaga. LBJ, LBJ. Wait, oh no! I thought it was you were doing a play on Wallace's campaign slogan, the in your heart, you know he's right. Or was that Goldwater, actually? Shoot. Anyway. Spiro who? Complete delegate. Hold on a second. 1968, the year that shook America. There's lots of people you can complain about. Yeah, exactly. Oh, here's a Wallace story. So this story is called Hecklers. It's a little bit longer, which is good, because right now we're just trying to kill time while we redo this. 1968 was the year of the Hecklers. Humphrey, oh, by the way, for those of you who maybe didn't catch other streams, I've been reading from Presidential Campaigns by Paul F. Bowler Jr. It goes up to the 2000 presidential election. He'll do like a couple of pages, you know, discussing the actual election itself, but then the rest of the book is just funny stories. Okay. 1968 was the year of the Hecklers. Humphrey was the main target, though Wallace attracted catcalls too. Sometimes Humphrey was able to go on speaking, other times he stayed in control. There's Puyi dying again. Once, when booed, he announced that boo meant I'm for you in the Sioux language, but added, somehow I don't sense it that way today. Wallace enjoyed sassing back. He'd say, get a haircut, or watch out, we may convert you. Sometimes he even blew kisses towards his hecklers and cried, they got me 1,000,000 votes. He even pretended to enjoy heckling. It's real difficult for me to speak to an orderly crowd, he once announced. It really throws me if you want to know the truth. But reverse heckling, satirical cries of kill commies and kill for peace, left him dumbfounded. Muskie perhaps did best with hecklers. Wait, hold on a sec, we need to pick this through focus. More. So this is the thing that's going to make us popular if we pass it. And, yeah. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, Muskie perhaps did the best with hecklers. When he spoke in Washington, Pennsylvania, about 30 anti-war college students made so much noise that he finally said, I'll tell you what, I'll make a bargain with you, and he invited the ringleader, the long-haired, sandaled Richard Brody, up to the platform to speak for 10 minutes. People in the crowd were hostile, but Muskie persuaded them to give the lad a hearing. Cried Brody when it was quiet, you guys are dirty and unwashed. We're the real Americans. We want America to stand for what the Constitution stands for, which is everyone is equal under the law. The reason I'm out in the streets is because no one listened to us in Chicago. You're going to hear a lot of stuff, a lot of platitudes about apple pie and motherhood. That's fine, but does it bring any sort of qualitative change? When Muskie returned to the microphone, he admitted there were shortcomings in the American political system and praised young people for jogging our institutions. Afterwards, several youngsters clustered around him to ask questions and shake hands. If they would do this more often, Brody said, there wouldn't be all the really radical protests. Brody 2024. What is this? I'm gonna lose the North. I don't know. I'm probably gonna lose the North, Pure Win Stalin, but I feel pretty good, and we've got a lot of Senate seats up for grabs that I think are going to be vulnerable. Now, I'm trying to go for 55 total far-right seats. Maybe 60 plus would be really, really great, but that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. So let's spend. Okay. My cat is up to something or other. What is going on? You guys are talking about tactical nukes in the chat or something? We're working on domestic policies right now, people. Dance partner. You know what? Here's what'll distract you guys. We're going to do a little ASMR of the dance partner event from the Stonewall Inn in New York City. Get that clip ready.
Here in Stonewall Inn, the dances are many. Dances profane and holy, intimate and vast, moneyed and poor alike. For now, it's all John Russo can do to keep up with one. Left and right and left again, a swirl of the body so sweeping it belongs on the parade square, not the rough tiles of the inn floor. When the shoes opposite him trace the contours and lithe slips and end up in their original placing, by some arcane coincidence. Martin glares at him with visible annoyance. John looks down in sheepishness. The moment stretches taut, pulls apart and snaps. Martin bursts out laughing, tickled by something on John's face, and pulls him to himself. His face smells of smoke and aftershave. The kiss is tart and startling in the dim neon. John pulls back with the old instincts of the Brooklyn boy who always knew how much of himself to show and how much to hide. But today, a part of him resists, and instead he stays. It's a raw comfort, and the glittering sharpness of the moment is all he has. Martin pulls away with some reluctance. The date has been brief, and even this hour has been snatched at great cost. They haven't much time. He takes John's arm, and together they spin out of the little bar, their little dance studio. Their figures are quickly lost in the chaos and brilliance of the New York night, blending in neon-shaded phantoms before disappearing.
How romantic. All right. Okay. So, hopefully that'll get the chat back on track, or at least distracted. What the hell was that outside? Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot we finished doing the cryptology on Japan. I guess we'll do it on Germany or whatever. It doesn't really matter, does it? But have them doing something or other. Hey there, Bomber Monkey. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yep, we managed to get that stream working, as you can see. Cleared some space on my hard drive. Okay, so spend, and then we're going to go directly from this to the Asses for Allies. We're going to try to get Bobby, because why not? We already have, I think, 0... Well, no, that's right. He's not... Damn. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to try to get Bobby, because, like, right now there are 0 Democrats helping us on healthcare reform, and only 3 helping us with Social Security expansion, so it doesn't hurt to at least ask. We're going to try to work with him, and then we're going to do some convincing of the Democrats, because even if he joins us, he only has a relatively small wing of the Democratic Party, so he's probably only going to be able to bring a few Democrats over. But then we're going to use the convince Democrats' decisions, and hopefully that's going to get us enough to get over 50. Because right now we're back at, let's see, 28 plus 14. Yeah, we're at 42 again. We're at 42 on healthcare, and for the Social Security, 11 plus 16 is 17. Yeah, and we got 55 for Social Security. So Social Security is looking great right now. Actually, no, Social Security is the thing we're trying to get with the Asses for Allies. Just raise. Oh, dang it! Then we have to just convince the Democrats anyway. Where do they go? Okay, I'm going to start timing people out in there, because I'm just starting to see some personal arguments in the chat. Alright, so you guys need to quit that shit right now, or I'm going to bring the band hammer down. 3 more days. 3 more days. We're just waiting for this. A little nervous. Thank you very much, Salaga. My voice fit the event perfectly. Thank you. Okay. Alright, kissing ass. Heh, I didn't get that joke the first time because they're Democrats. Anyway, let's try it with RFK. Maybe we can pull something. Let's see here. Come on, Bobby. Do you expect us to stand for this bill now with all that disgusting racially charged acumen in it? We're supposed to be helping everyone in this country. Let's see. So basically, I'm trying to tell Bobby Kennedy, oh, so you're going to let poor white people suffer because the black people aren't getting it too? Kennedy clenched his fist and being held back by his aides, furiously lashed at the desperate Walls. Fuck you, you racist bastard. I'd rather die on my brother's grave than appease your racist, whitewashed, disgusting attempt at aid for the poor. This bill has more holes in it than the Swiss cheese in my sandwich this morning, and it's gonna fall outside of your little cadre of backward authoritarian war hawks. You hear me? We walked away. For the first time since election night, he was scared for a future in which he may fail. A future where all of his work was for naught. Damn you, Kennedy, damn you. Okay, so we didn't really lose much. They weren't helping us anyway. Yeah, we lost 3 Democrats on Social Security reform, but let's see. So, hold on, where's my pen? Let me update the count. Get my congressional whip hat on. Okay. So, we're at 28 plus 8. Wait, yeah, it's 28. Plus 8 is 36. Plus 6 is 42. Yeah, we're still at 52. Yeah, obviously just subtract 3. So it's no problem at all. What do you mean spend less, guys? I've got a huge liquid reserve. Oops. Military spending was being worked on, sorry. Alright. So I guess let's try to convince the Democrats, because frick, we gotta pass the damn healthcare reform. Nice, we got 5 there. Okay, new count. So in terms of healthcare reform, so we just got 5 Democrats, so we got a net plus. So we're up to 57 on the Social Security expansion. And then in healthcare reform, we've got 28 plus 5 is 33, plus 9 is 42, plus 5 is 47. Damn it! We're still a little short. I don't have my congressional whip hat on my face cap. It's a metaphorical whip, but that's an excellent point. Metaphorical hat, Seamus Finnegan, but that's an excellent point. You're right. I'll try to do better next time. Okay, maybe it's going to reset? Can we just convince even more Democrats, or is it just the one and done? Because there's no point in rallying Dixie, because only the Dixie far-right senators are going to work with us, unless... Okay, look, I'll make a save file, but it says Dixie far-right, so I don't think... I think it's going to... Let's see, hold on a second. It's not going to convince the Northerners. Okay, Wallace, far-right, nego, test... Come on. Alright, so, like right now we have 5 far-right senators from the north who are going to help us. So if we rally Dixie... Yeah, it doesn't do anything. So, just was testing that. Okay, so... They won't let us through if we do more. Because we lose too many of the far right, but then we're not going to be able to get access to the popularity thing. Shit! Economic rework for the new order is upcoming. I haven't heard of this. Sounds interesting, though. Oh, man. I'll have to take a look at the focus tree again. Maybe, I really don't want to go back to August all over again. I should have made save files along the way. Tell you what, let's try to... Okay, look, the Social Security is very safe. Yeah, it's pretty much locked down. So let's get the Social Security bill ready for Congress. And then, I don't know, let's just kind of hope, and I have no idea if it works this way, that there's going to be a reset so we can, like, try to negotiate more Democrats to help us than before. Do I want to work with the center? Hell no! I probably should, though. Well, no, the Wallace leads the way thing, that's way too far back. No. We're doing it. We're doing Wallace leads the way. That's how it'll be. Why don't we get events to work with the center Republicans? Is it cut off because we did the Wallace leads the way thing, so it's not even an option? The NPPC is important to have on board. Yeah. Well, it's like right now I think they're the weakest political party in the country that's in the mainstream. I'm not counting Gus Hall and his 2% of weirdos. Maybe wait for next election for the second bill. I think I have to vote for them both at the same time. Yeah, the vote for both of our proposed bills shall begin in the Senate. Fuck. The enlightened centrists are really enlightened. Yeah. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me do some math here. I would have had exactly 50 votes if I didn't do asses for allies, because Robert wasn't going to work with me anyway. Oh, shoot. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting to see, though, if we're going to get a respawn on the thing. So, yeah, we'll have exactly 50 if I don't do asses for allies. So they're basically traps, both of them. 5 out of 13, because right now we'd have 8 out of 13 in favor of healthcare reform, so 8 plus 9 is 17, plus 5 is 23, 28 plus 23 is 51. Yeah. Okay, so, yep, we're gonna have to go back one more time, guys. Go for LBJ to salvage the run. Let's see here. I didn't lose any in Medicare. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this. Alright. Tell me what you'd like for me to do to entertain y'all. Who wants to be called Little Pog Champ? Speaking of which, we haven't had much in the way of super chats lately. Which is kind of okay. Like, I understand. I'm not, but it's like, I was gonna say it's kind of weird because if anything, the chat has been much more active like the last week than usual. So it's like there's less people donating, but there's a lot more people talking, and I'm sort of okay with that. I like having a good active chat. What is it, seizure? I only lost Bobby votes in the Social Security. Oh, well, crap. Well, I've already reloaded. Screw it. Okay, so if we don't do more, we're not going to get the popularity bump. You know what? Fine. We won't do it. We won't do it. Because, you know what? We've got the bump from the war. We're going to get a... Okay, like, if we let's actually look at the Senate tree. Let's look at some of the areas that, like, the Democrats hold, for example. Hey, Marlon Salk, who says, thank you very much. A Burgundy run win soon, possibly after this campaign is done. I do want to do some sort of Burgundy run, and as I've said before, I'm basically torn between... I don't know why... There's your alert. There's your alert. The alert is so flaky. Like, when it goes through. Right in the cognac glass, like very much. So, freaking, what was I going to say? Yeah, I want to do either Burgundy Comey or Burgundy Himmler because I want to see what the big deal is about. Now, some people have said that Burgundy Comey is overdone. So, M4A3E8 Sherman says, do Onega before Burgundy. Does Onega have a tree? But thank you very much. And again, where's the alert? These widgets are so touch and go. Excuse me. Goodness. Conquering history burps. That was rude. But... And when you say Burgundy, it's like Burgundy says, how do the Dems have Utah? Oh, things are a little different. And the Dems are the conservatives here. But anyway, I was going to say, like, if we look here, for example, NPP support is very high. Also, RD support is very high for some reason. But, like, basically, if we go into a lot of these states where the Republicans and the Democrats have control right now, we already have high support there, and it's only going to go up no matter what we pass, I think. So I think maybe, even though I wanted to do all the side stuff, we'll just not do the more on Medicare. Berg Psychomi is just pure memes. Let's see here. TNO version of Moe has lots of popular anime Komi pics. Yeah. What I might end up doing, because I consistently hear that basically all of Komi's paths are good, just varying degrees of good, is I might just do a blind run, like pre-recorded, and see what happens, and then you guys can all scream as I upload the videos daily at me not going down your favorite paths and things like that. Kind of like people already do in my pre-recorded USA run. As soon as I vetoed that civil rights bill and cut off, like, you know, certain possible paths in the USA, people were getting pissy with me right away. But thank you very much, y'all, for the donations. You know what? I'm just going to be right back. I'm going to get some water, okay? I was just kind of waiting for the clock to tick anyway, so just be a minute. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back, baby. So, what would be based off comedy gold? Wait, what? I don't get it. But as I've been saying, as I said earlier, and I also said in my community tab, right now my priority is just finishing up the things that I've got going on right now. So that means finish this Wallace campaign, finish the Griffian host, finish this. I'm doing a Moe Right campaign, which is a state secret right now. That's a pretty damn difficult one, actually. But I want to finish that, and so that's going to be pre-recorded, so that's not during live stream time. What else is it I'm working on? I already finished my pre-recorded USA campaign here in Hearts of Iron for the New Order, but I gotta get those uploaded and stuff. What's happening in the Levant? I think they went with the two-state solution. Yeah. So you've got the series of sausage links that make up both Israel and Palestine. Which I'm told is an extremely rare event to happen. And then I think Jerusalem is an independent city. It's part of the Levantine Union, and these guys are like all in a faction together. IDK, y'all, this seems, or maybe it's one of those things where, you know, a good compromise leaves nobody happy, right? But I'm sure if you asked them, if you asked the people here, they would say this union is extremely, extremely blessed. Benjamin Burke says, we love you, CHG. Oh, thank you. Ideas comment section would be comedy gold. I just want to liberate the world as the Serbian Free Territory. Well, the left could probably pull that off if they weren't constantly splitting. Look at this. This is ridiculous. You bought a ring. Is the chat proposing to me right now? Josh Anderson brought up Eurasian Comey. Yes, I seriously want to do a Eurasian Comey run. That's the path I want to do most, even more than the Burgundian thing, to see what that's like, because I can find out that in Himmler, right? But the Eurasian Comey sounds freaking awesome and probably very hard. But it's my understanding that they're going to kind of elaborate on that path a little bit in a future update, I think. I'm not a dev. I don't know for sure, but I feel like somebody told me that. Anyway, let's get our northern adjacents over. So we'll do that, and we'll do the spend on the Social Security, because we're having a much easier time getting that through. Then we'll start heading towards the Senate votes, which, you know what? Because we're not taking these other things, this is all going to get done much faster than I thought it was. I was trying to time this so that the bills would pass right before the election in 1968. See, what version of TNO do I use? I just use the version that's on the Steam Workshop. It's working fine for me. We're going to be in a CHG harem anime. Oh, I didn't even check what political parties these people were. Okay, the hump is pissed. Yeah, Palestine is Social Democratic. Israel is Social Democratic. Lebanon is Social Democratic. That's kind of a big Lebanon, is it? Am I crazy, or is that a little bigger than it is in real life? The CHG harem anime. What was I gonna... Frickin', never mind. I shouldn't talk about harem stuff. Anyway. So I think I always forget when I'm not playing as them. Does the truce so that the unification wars and Russia can start, is that January 1st, 1968 that it ends, or is January 1st, 1969? I'm just kind of wondering if we're gonna see who's gonna win out here before the end of the Wallace presidency. Of course, we're not helping any of them, because Wallace is not in favor of foreign entanglements. But I guess he would want... I guess he'd be going for Mikhail the Second or something, but yeah, there's nobody really here that lines up with us. Chains. Why would you do this in good conscience? Why would you go down Wallace's America? Because it's a video game, and so I'm literally a gamer. Pooyee. Can I be a literal tank in the harem? That sounds like some sort of strange alternate history Girls und Panzer. Which, by the way, did I tell you guys I finished the first season of that? It wasn't like today or anything, but I have seen the whole first season. Apparently there's movies, which is cool. I'll definitely have to check those out. But I don't want to say Girls und Panzer was like, oh, that was top 10 anime or whatever, but it was a very, very solid anime. Just very well put together, well done. It's just... It might not have had, like, all-time great anime peaks, but it was extremely well put together, and I enjoyed it. Alright. Wait, what's going on? Didn't I click spend? Why does it still say that we haven't chosen a national focus? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey there, Logan Jason. Did Omsk reunify West Serbia? Yeah, West Serbia here. Yeah, we have Western Serbia, the Western Serbian Provisional Authority under Dmitry Yazov, then the Serbian Workers' Federation under Vitaly Kostin, then the Free Workers' Republic of Serbia under Yuri Galanozkov. Then there is the Reformed Serbian Socialist Workers' Republic under Ivan Sevestoyanov, and then the Serbian Workers' Independence Union under Maria Borchenko. Okay. It's 69 where the Unification Wars began. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because then it's like 71 where you have the final war. Yeah. The Nepal Communist Unification. Speedrun. Tool-assisted speedrun of Wallace's America. Only if I can put Super Mario 64 sound effects in there. Yahoo! 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 Oh, Noob Man. Noob Man, come on, man. That's easy bait. You know, actually, let me show you a really proud moment of something I did recently. during my first ever stream of, you know, after I got that capture card. Thanks to all of you, to you subscribers. Thank you. Those of you who donate, super chat, and things like that. But I wanted to show you a really fun moment while we wait. So people were giving me a lot of crap during this playthrough. But let me show you something special. For those of you who never saw this. This is the kind of things you get to see when you check out my non-history live streams I do occasionally. One of which we're going to do a little later today. So check this out. So this is me going for the star. I'm sure some of you know where you have to use the owl to drop into this cage. Well, oh, the owl's being stupid and won't let me get over the cage. So, Serbian Lincolnites again. Oh, I just saw it right now, Miguel. Check this out. Get your popcorn ready. And that's the kind of fun stuff you get to see on my Steam Clean non-history game streams. That's called a pro gamer move, people. Alright. Okay, national focus is complete on Veterans Day. Nice. Okay, so we've done everything we're going to do. Let's start getting this thing ready for Congress. And, yeah, no more negotiations. We already tried to convince the Democrats, right? Okay, so we rallied the Democrats. Let's do a count one more time. Wait. Wait. I think I did... Don't fucking tell me I did the math wrong. Where's... Okay, I can't find my pin, but... Hold on a sec. 5 plus 5 plus 19. 5 plus 5 plus 9 is 19. Oh my god, we're still not gonna fucking get healthcare reform. You gotta be shitting me! Alright, so... 19 plus 28 is not 50. Oh my god, no, we're not gonna get healthcare reform! Oh my shit. So it was just never gonna happen if we didn't do the party's plan. Oh, of course, now people are saying it's friggin' tool assisted. Nope, that was all me, baby. Dream's dead, guys. The dream's dead. But at least we're gonna get Social Security, right? And that's the one where we did the spend. So it was just an impossible dream. We just rallied. So I just also wasted 95 political power getting the fucking Democrats on my side. Shit for nothing. Dance partner, I already did this. Yeah, the point is to do segregation. Dude, my own voter base is pissed at me because I'm not doing segregation legislation yet because I haven't been I haven't done any segregation stuff because I'm waiting for the second term. The whole second term is going to be about segregation. The first term was supposed to be about winning people over so I can get a supermajority in the Senate with my far-right senators. But then the fucking far-right split into North and South, which I didn't anticipate. Well, then I guess we saved ourselves 42 days. Really more than that, like 60-something days. That is incredibly frustrating, guys. Also, we're going to be done with this before it's even 1968. Well, actually, that's not true. It's going to be like early 68. But let's start thinking about what we're going to do in the meantime then, because I thought this was going to take longer. I guess we can go into spending or like on funding for schools or something. Wait, what's this? Who do you work for yourself? This will help win back the blue-collar voting base. Big business does not like this kind of rhetoric. Big business hates this. Let's just get these bills passed and then we're going to call it a live stream because I want to do another one later today. Okay, Miguel, you keep wanting me to do the Hall presidency. Can we just focus on Wallace first? Alright, let's finalize the act. Yeah, because in our second term, we're gonna end civil rights. One man's quest to implement segregation against a nation and Congress that hates him. This summer, George Wallace. And then there'll be an explosion, and then it shows the date, and then and then there'll be like a tagline at the end that just says, "In your heart, you know he's right." Which again, that might have been Goldwater. I might be mixing up which one of them had that catchphrase. So frustrating. So much wasted time. Just Hall's only got 100 days of content anyway. Okay, we see then I probably won't do them. Maybe I'll make a save file for him or something, and we can do a live stream where it's just Gus Hall or something. Let's see. Oh, we have to get Wallace impeached and then go Goldwater, and then we can go Hall? That's a whole lot of stuff. Huh. Ay. What a long day. I'm gonna take a shower after this. Okay. So, what do we want to do in the meantime? We're finalizing the act here. Let's check in on how our academic base improvement's going. 275 did go up a little bit, our monthly rate, compared to what it was before. Could be wrong. My oh my, please don't spam the chat. Careful, just careful. Just soft warning. Soft warning on it, okay? Don't worry. Our army's getting more professional. Not really relevant because we're not going to be getting in any wars or any more proxy wars for that matter. But we can go from an experienced industry base to an innovative one if we can get this trend up more, which is fun. For the union makes us strong. Let's see here. Let's look for some funny George McGovern stories. Okay. Even Adam. I'm just trying to find something here. Oh, this is a funny story. Okay, so this is about this is during the 1972 election where Nixon went up against McGovern and just friggin' crushed him. So this story is called "What About Theirs?" Though most Democratic leaders pressed McGovern to drop Eagleton because he had been treated for mental illness, a few McGovernites took the issue lightly. "At least we know ours had treatment," said Georgia's Julian Bond. "What about theirs?" That's cute. The Senate votes. Damn. You know what? Okay, I'm going to do something desperate here, and I don't think it's going to work. We're going to increase NPP unity, even though I think we're already maxed out. But I don't think that's going to do anything down here. I think I just wasted that, really. Yep, of course I did. Okay, France sides with Italy. Okay, so replacement. This is a story called Replacement. This is another McGovern story. McGovern had so much trouble finding a replacement for Eagleton that Senator Phil Hart of Michigan finally asked him, "Does the law require that you have a vice president?" In the Senate, the joke circulated that he had a sign in the cloakroom. "Anyone willing to serve as my vice presidential candidate, please call the following number." When Sergeant Shiver finally got the nod, he announced gamely, "I am not embarrassed to be George McGovern's 7th choice for vice president. We Democrats may be short of money, but we're not short of talent. Pity, Mr. Nixon. His first and only choice was Spiro Agnew." During the campaign, Shriver, a Kennedy in-law, liked to tell audiences how he tried to get his children to study harder by saying, When Abraham Lincoln was your age, he walked 12 miles back and forth to school every day. That's nothing, he reported. One of his boys is retorting. When Uncle Jack was your age, he was president of the United States. Okay. So, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Alright, we're moving along. We're moving along here. Yeah. I'm trying to look up why Eagleton ended up getting dropped. Replacement on the ticket. Yeah. So Eagleton admitted that he had gotten electroshock therapy for depression. Then McGovern consulted some psychiatrists and Eagleton's doctors, and they told him a recurrence of Eagleton's depression was possible and could endanger the country should Eagleton become president. So after only 19 days of being nominated as the vice president, Eagleton withdrew. A poll found that 77% of respondents said the medical record would not affect their vote. Okay. Well, if there's one other thing we learned in 2020, it's that you can't trust polls for shit. Political scientists on suicide watch right now. Vote for the headless remains of Agnew. Oh. Hey, Walter Ostberg, it feels like it's been a little while since I seen you. Shriver, wasn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger's father-in-law? I think so. Yeah. The Kennedy clan is, it's vast, you know, Catholicism and all that. Yeah, nothing better to cure suicidal thoughts than a form of torture. It's like, I'm depressed. How do you like this? It's like, wow, now I really have something to be sad about. My normal life's not so bad compared to this constant electric current you're putting through my body. It really puts things in perspective. I got called out so hard indirectly on the internet the other day. I saw this screenshot of someone's tweet, and it was this woman saying, "Boys will really spend hours studying about the glory of Rome instead of just going to therapy." Just, how dare you? Yeah, let's see. Okay, so all right, the vote is in the Senate now. I don't know how long it takes before we're going to get a pop-up. I don't know if we're going to be able to campaign for it more. I sure would like that. Oh, shoot. Don't crash on me now. Did you guys see that? The Social Security bill passes. Well, we knew that was going to happen. The Senate has made the right decision. And after I sign this bill tomorrow, all working Americans will be able to rest easy knowing that they will have a guaranteed income after they retire if they are injured on the job. There was opposition, but it passed. So we're now going to get low pensions instead of trinket pensions. So this will increase our stability, but GDP costs will go up. Because we segregated Social Security, we shall become more popular in southern states. The effects of the rest of the bill will make us less popular in non-southern states. Because we took the focus spend, spend, spend. The bill will cost more to maintain. The poverty rate will go down quicker. Is that going to change that? I didn't know that was a part of this. We are going to become more popular nationwide because we passed the bill. Our expenses will go down. Okay, Medicare bill fails, unfortunately. Your presidency will start to be seen as incompetent by your party. Yeah. But okay, hopefully that was like a net bonus. Like, we're gonna get popular vote, but only insiders are upset. Ooh, middling support in North Dakota for the MPP. I don't like that. Or excuse me, Wyoming. Yeah, that really hurt. You know what? Actually, hold on. I'm going to do something. This might sound crazy. I'm going to click those in a different order. I'm going to first click the Medicare bill fails thing, and then the other one. I don't know how much that'll actually help, but I'm going to hope that it does. We saw something? What do you mean? What is it? What did you see? You know what? We could do that in the next episode. Or, yeah. We'll just change the order we do that in the next episode. The stream's gone on long enough. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna take care of some things. I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'll be back later on tonight, and we're gonna do a non-history game thing. I'm gonna do a Hades live stream. It's gonna be my last one way or the other. We're either gonna win, we're gonna finally beat the final boss, or that's it. I'm done, and I'm gonna have to. It's been a really, really freaking long time since I lost. Like, there's been a linear game that I wasn't able to defeat, wasn't able to win. So it's going to be quite shameful, but I think at a certain point I have to cut my losses. Because I have enjoyed the game, I just can't beat that damn final boss, and I have to admit that, I'll just have to admit that he's got me. And but I want to move on to other things to live stream. I have 2 games in particular that are non-history ones. I think it'd be fun. In fact, I'm going to put a community poll up regarding them soon. Anyway, you all have yourselves a wonderful night. Hopefully I'll see you all later. If not, I totally understand. Remember, all live streams get put in the playlist on my channel, labeled live stream. So if you're not able to catch them, because you have to do things like go study for a chemistry test, good luck with that, by the way, Miguel, then you can, check it out later. Yeah, that's a nice one, Vulture. When I'm swept into office, I'll sell our children's organs to zoos for meat, and I'll go into people's houses at night and wreck up the place. Yeah, just do a Hall presidency. Damn, Miguel, you want it bad, so bad. You want it so bad. Let's see here. Okay, Wallace and anyway, y'all have a good one.